Greece's largest creditor is Germany, and since the beginning of the eurozone crisis, Berlin has insisted on austerity as the way out. The mainstream view in Berlin is that Athens only has itself to blame. CCTV's Guy Henderson reports not everyone agrees it is that simple.
Protest signs read, "We're worth it." German postal workers have been on the streets on and off for months now. Their employer is outsourcing their jobs and then offering them a far lower wage. 42-year-old Selahattin Turap is the sole earner in a 4-member household. Strikes aren't usually his thing. When was the last strike? The last strike?
94.
So more than 20 years.
20 years,
no
yes.
Strike. But Turap says after many loyal years, he and his colleagues have had enough.
My living conditions have improved, but not much. Comparing then and now, if we see the profits companies make and you look at our wages, they have been raised barely. This is one of the reasons I'm here today.
Across the country, there's a pattern emerging.
Now, in the last few months, kindergartens have closed down. There's been disruption to national rail services and protest marches like this, none of which Germans are particularly used to. But many of these people have hardly seen a wage rise for more than a decade.
If it did occur, let's say that there was an implosion.
Heiner Flassbeck says Germany's long-term wage freeze has long undercut the rest of Europe, including Greece. The former United Nations economist believes its economic policies are disastrous for the rest of Europe.
Only when the explosion comes, when the things dramatically, radically change, then the creditor is going to lose everything.
His study against the Troika was co-authored with a Greek Syriza member of parliament. It doesn't get much airtime here.
The solution is a fundamental shift in German economic policy making. Germany has to understand that a mercantilist approach is killing the European Monetary Union, and that it will provoke the breaking apart sooner or later. Well, maybe in 5 years, maybe in 10 years.
Few, however, deny that Greeks also had a hand in creating their current crisis. And German policymakers say one strong economy is dragging the rest of the eurozone along. If only others could get their house in order.
I always kept to what we agreed on, what our rules are, what we agreed on in Europe, what the national rules are. If everyone had done the same, Greece would not be in such a desperate situation. Looking for a culprit outside of Greece may be helpful in Greece, but it has nothing to do with reality.
Mr. Turap's main concern is supporting his own family, but some believe protests like his could have an impact right across Europe. Guy Henderson, CCTV, Berlin.